Yo, what's up, my peeps? Happy Podcast Thursday. So, I'm just going to get right to the point. I want to welcome you to this episode, and this one's going to be a little different because today's episode is going to be the last one, at least for a while. Now, while I have absolutely loved creating this podcast for you, for everyone who has shared and listened, and every episode was a chance for me to share the journeys that I've been on, to share any type of self development, professional development with you so that we as a community could inspire one another, connect with one another, so that we could lift each other up. And while I have absolutely loved doing the podcast because I love talking, I've enjoyed every moment of it, but I also recognize when it's time to pivot. And right now I'm feeling that pull because the podcast, the way I envision, I started this podcast in 2020 and it's gone through some iterations and some different title changes because I'm always experimenting with how can I get more listeners? How can I get it to work in a different way? And so because it really hasn't worked in a way that I had originally envisioned, I owe it to myself to be honest about that. And so this isn't necessarily just like goodbye. I may be back podcasting again in the near future, in a year or so. I'm not sure, but I just know that I have to spend that time pivoting and going down a path that's actually proving to be successful. So this isn't necessarily a forever goodbye. It's a pause. It's a moment to step back for me to reassess. I'm going to go play in some sandboxes. Like, for instance, I will still be on YouTube. I'm going to play around with a lot of YouTube shorts. I'm going to play around with a lot of, short videos. So please follow me, share with me on Instagram. I'll be on Threads, probably start posting a little bit on Blue Sky. And while this is the final episode for now, I don't want it to be the end of our journey together. And I just want to make sure you have the tools to continue your growth. And one of the biggest ways I help my clients navigate life, their relationships, their careers, themselves, is figuring out exactly what's missing or what's holding them back. Because it's easy to just stay stuck, settling for less than what we all deserve, less than what you deserve. But you can create the happiness, the success, the confidence, all of it. You just need the right tools to get there. I just need the right tools to get there. That's why I've created two powerful ways for you to take action right now as I close out this podcast. Number one, I created a quiz, Am I Actually Happy? This quick, it's insightful quiz that will help you identify your gap, which is the space between where you are now and where you truly desire to be. Because once you know what's missing in your life, you could start making the changes that actually matter. And then the second way I could support you is what I've called the confidence reset. If there's one area in your life where you feel stuck, whether it's your career, your relationships, your own self-worth, or simply showing up in any way as your most confident self, this session is for you to focus on that one area that matters most right now. In just one private coaching session, we will identify what's keeping you stuck or what's keeping you playing small. We will also shift your mindset so that you can show up more powerfully and confidently. And then by the time you leave the call, we will have created a personalized action plan so you can start making and continuing these bold moves. Overall, you get to choose which area we focus on because this is about you and your breakthrough and the insights and the discoveries that you need to have to take your life to the next level. So, my peeps, you don't have to wait for someday to start living the life that you truly want. The first step is absolutely getting clear, and the next step is taking action. We can make this happen together. So hit me up. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes on the podcast on YouTube. And as always, if you want to find out more information, if you want to find out what I'm up to, hit me up on Instagram. I'll leave all my links in the show notes. My website is traviasteward.com. My peeps, I look forward to staying connected with you, staying in your world, and helping you achieve your next level goals. All right, my peeps. We won't talk next week, but we'll talk sometime soon. All right. I love you all.